Been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. And 80. Bring it. Bring it. Shoot. Watch the shoot. Mike, 53. 53. 80. Ain't no shot.
Darnold on first down. Throw complete to Herndon. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Here we go.
To throw again on second down. Darnold. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Murray. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
180. Man, that's trash. That's trash.
Following the interception, Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 47 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Austin Seibert on for the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Bell. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The Browns drive about to get started. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt, 63 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This is fielded at the goal line. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 35-yard line. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Hey, come on out here.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Here's Darnold. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Mayfield on 1st down. It's caught. Beckham. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A good pickup there at 22. Now a play fake here on 1st down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Well, a design run for their wideout. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. That'll go as a loss of 9, and it leads to third down. Mayfield down. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Mayfield. That's going to be caught. 25 yards that time. First and goal, Cleveland. This defense porous so far in this first quarter. They face another 1st and goal. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll give it to Chubb. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
They'll try again with Chubb, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So what a let-off there. You figure that was an easy 3 points. Instead, it turns into nothing.
And from that close of range, if you start it left, your goose is cooked. And this thing, well, it never had a chance to straighten itself out.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
The Jets on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And my goodness, another interception. Greedy Williams picks it off. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. 24 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And it's now 21-0. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Strong right, strong right, strong right.
On first down, it's Darnold. Herndon's got it complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
This is Bell. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10.
X3, 218, chop. Check, check, check. Shoot, shoot, shoot. 36, 36.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, second down.
Watch it, check, bumps it. Check, bumps it. 34-yard line. Mike 42. Check, check, Mike 42.
Looking to throw on second down. Darnold. This one caught by Crowder. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Back to throw, Darnold. And that will be incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one, much more like lead.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Now a pass taken in by the tight end Herndon. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Mike's 42. Mike's 42.
Rip left.
Hey, Mike's 7.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Darnold. He's got Herndon, his tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Mike 42. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Darnold to throw again. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Mike's 42. Mike's 42.
They're going to go. It's Darnold. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Denzel Ward. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
At the 44-yard line.
Here we go. Not a wolf. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Army. Army. Let's go. Get set. Bang, bang. Let's go.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
Nice, sweetheart.
Play fake. Mayfield. This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
At the 2-yard line.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. To throw, Mayfield. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku in the final seconds of the first half as his guys continue to pour it on. And, oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
That's fielded in the end zone. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. From end zone to end zone, it's a 106-yard return as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And you've used the phrase with me before, pressing the kicking game. What exactly does that mean? Because they did it there.
It means focusing on it, all aspects of it, because it's the third part of the game. Offense, defense, special teams. If you press the kicking game, create an advantage, make a big play, it often leads to victory.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Bell. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Protein spill.
They'll go for it with Bell. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Browns drive about to get started. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Hey, come on.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. A 1st down throw from Mayfield. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry. Jarvis Landry, 38 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. A diving catch for the score. He laid out. That was special.
And you know the first thing they're going to check, right? Did he complete the process of the catch? All the way through, all the way to the ground. Ball doesn't hit the ground without control in his hands. All of that, yes. Check the box, touchdown.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Go.
At their own 26-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Bell. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Red 80. 42's mine. 42's mine. You.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Going for it all. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. The Browns drive about to get started. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Regular. Hey. Right there. 54 Mike. Hey, Wood.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Got an open man, it's Rattling. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Hey, Corbin. 54 Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellet.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
That right now That's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
A screen to Bell. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Watch tight, watch tight. Tight end right, tight end right. 3 down, 3 down. Red 80.
And here we go on 4th. Darnold airing one out for Crowder. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Throwing, Mayfield. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Jordan Jenkins able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. On 2nd down now, it's Hunt. There he goes inside the 30. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Hey, box drop, box drop.
From the gun, Mayfield. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Now Mayfield on 4th down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Darnold. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Thomas, the intended target. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who getting 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Mayfield looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll take his shot. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Mayfield to throw it. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Blowing that play up was Henry Anderson. 4th down, Mayfield. He's going to let this one go deep. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position.
Here we go, D. Here I come.
Now a draw play. This is Bell. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Demarius Randall. 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And the Jets have got it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Whistles and a timeout at the 2:05 mark. So this defense wanting to get one more pause in before the 2-minute warning, and they do just that. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 3rd and long, it's Darnold. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Demarius Randall that time there to knock it free. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
On 4th down, they're going to try the jet sweep. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position.
We ain't giving up nothing today.
Hey, watch that, watch that.
Hey, exit.
So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Looked like it might have been intercepted, but he's out of bounds. And a good thing, too, probably. That would have cost him yardage. And now they'll get the ball back on a turnover on downs.
Hey, zoom. General West.
On 2nd down, Mayfield again. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Mayfield letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Henry Anderson able to drop in that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. 3rd and long for Mayfield. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jordan Jenkins, his 2nd sack of the night.
Bravo! Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. Looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Good night, everybody. The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard. Line.
Ready? 20.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. He'll have a first down past the 40. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, 75 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Jackson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. They could not ask for a worse start. You give up a touchdown on the game's opening drive, and then you turn right around and throw the interception on your very first play.
And this is where the coaching staff has to earn its money, because they've got to calm these guys down a little bit. Just as you noted, a horrendous start, both sides of the ball. But now the defense, which gave up an opening drive touchdown, they've got to go out there now and start playing like the team.
This is caught inside the 15. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, 56 yards. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. Gano the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. He's going deep for Brown. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Jackson throwing again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Mike 5'9". Mike 5'9".
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. What a real head-scratcher there. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, That's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime, and that'll be caught. Touchdown, Panthers. Olsen.
Keep getting those touchdowns.
Cam Newton now with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. Not a whole lot of room to run. Gets it to the 35 after showcasing the great move. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Gerald McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL in the same draft class. There was a lot of debate about who was going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do it 2 different ways. McCoy, more movement, more elusiveness. That allowed him to make the play there for a short gain.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Jackson to throw. And he's got Snead. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They'll run on 1st down. Ingram. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down to the 29-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Snead's got it. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive.
Go. I got him. He's mine. Whoa. Shoot up.
From the gun, Jackson. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
Let's go. Let's do it.
First down, Ravens.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Back to the running game. It's Ingram. And he takes us down to about the 12. For a gain of 3. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2, as they've got it 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 12.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Great positioning, and it's picked off. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Gun.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. This one complete to Ingram. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was staying in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. Just enough to get the 1st down there with a 1-yard pickup. Ingram again, a 1st down carry. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
The last 3 plays have resulted in gains of 1, 2, and now 3 yards here. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. Jackson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Throwing is Newton. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves him a few inches short here on fourth down. To throw is Newton. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Cam Newton with his third touchdown pass of this first half. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Big fourth down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on fourth down? And, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
So we got man.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. To throw again on second down. Jackson buying time to his left. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is right down Broadway. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
65-yard attempt.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is a do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. This pass into the arms of Snead. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape, and that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
Mike 42. Check, Mike 42. All day, baby, all day, all day, all day. 42.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson, eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Samuel, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point try good by Gano, and that will extend this big lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. To throw on 2nd and 10, Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Jackson throwing here complete to Boyle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point that continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
I know for us it's fun, and it's not so much fun for the rookie receivers when we see them coming into the league and we're going to training camps. You see them working on getting 2 feet down instead of 1. But the best ones train in college trying to get 2 down instead of 1, so the transition's a little bit less. In this case, though, wasn't able to complete it anyway. Is that not the very definition of a tough yard gained?
Now, is that one where as the receiver you go to your quarterback and say, why'd you even throw that?
Yeah, I think you do, and I think you wonder what type of a route are you going to send me on that only 1 yard's going to be the result? If I'm going to go in there and take
and this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Hollywood, Marquise Brown there to make the grab, and the Ravens get a bit closer.
We see this route all the time, but when it's well executed, it's a beauty.
And it feels like the fade takes forever to develop, like that ball is just hanging in the air.
And the reason why is that the receiver is trying his best to work the defender inside and give himself space to fade away from him and catch the football, and that's exactly what happened there.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now.
Gun.
Back to the air, Newton on second down. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
41 Mike. I got it. 41's the Mike. 41's the Mike. Express! Check 41. Gun.
From the gun, here's Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one goes for 36 yards.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
Safety's creeping. Great.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 7.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And that will extend their lead even further. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Mike 54. 3 bucks.
Play action. It's Jackson. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got a man. Complete. Then he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the third quarter. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 27-yard line.
On 2nd down, Ingram. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Here's Jackson. Flushed out right. And an alley to run. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing is ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Newton now to throw. Flush to his right. And got his man complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big play there for Carolina. 48 yards. Steps away to his left. He'll let this go for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Jackson to throw. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down. Call it no gain on the dump-off, and it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Throwing is Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. On 1st down, it's Ingram. Ingram's got the 1st down and more, and finally taken down at the 44-yard line. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson on the move to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Ingram. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 31-yard line.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. No gain on the dump off. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Call it no gain on the dump-off, and it's third down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
Escaping the pressure right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
Gano the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
From the 40 now on second down. Jackson got a man. It's Brown. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Hey, we gonna Mike the 48 right now. Let's go. Hey, watch the slant. Check 48's the Mike. Check 48's the Mike. Yo, 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 yo. Yo. Mike.
Throwing here. Newton. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Panthers are